Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fueled with Prakhar. Well, what I have with me, as you saw with the unboxing, are the new Airpods Pro with MagSafe charging case. It's nothing but Apple's fancy way of saying it. It's got wireless charging and a magnet. 100% proprietary, of course. But to some people, especially YouTubers, these are now pieces of old technology. And because we are in 2022, I'm already cancelled for saying that. Anyway, let's start again. What I don't like... I got cancelled again for saying I don't like. What I do like about... So, sarcasm apart, if you didn't get it, I would request you to leave this video because that's the kind of sarcasm I do. No, I don't want you to... Again, that was sarcasm. I don't want you to leave the video. If this is a video you've been looking forward to, definitely stay tuned. This video is basically talking about the AirPods Pro that released in 2019 and are still running and are still selling for 25,000 rupees in India or $250 in the US if you buy them from apple.com, although you'll have much better deals on Best Buy. I saw $180, $190 for the MagSafe charging case for US, and I saw them for about 22,000 rupees in India. That's the best I could get. Now, why are these still relevant? I mean, lots and lots of companies, including Sony, have come up with, apart from their naming, really good pair of true wireless earphones. Why do the AirPods Pro still make sense, and are they worth your money in 2022? The short answer, for those of you in a hurry, is if you're into the Apple ecosystem, absolutely, without a doubt, yes. The answer is going to be yes for 1,000 years until the AirPods Pro 2 come out, which I am supposing that they're going to cost about $280, maybe the $300 mark. They could go there. That's Apple. But I would still prefer these because, as we are hearing in the rumors, the AirPods Pro 2 might not have the stem, and to me the stem is a big part. But that's all for later. This was the short answer. If you stayed, you're in for the long one. You like to wait. Now, if you're someone like me, you might want to grab a case for your AirPods Pro because these are white, not available in any other color, and it just gets really dirty, really grimy very quickly. I just can't bear it. Of course, it still does get dirty on the inside, but I can clean it, and there's actually a protection case from Spigen that just protects this part of the AirPods Pro. It's quite nice, but I just don't understand Apple's obsession with having just white AirPods. No other color, not even space gray or something. But other than that, I don't really have much complaints from it. And that's going to be the theme of this video. Because you see, I've got 5 things to look for in a noise cancelling TWS. And those 5 things include sound quality, build quality, battery life, comfort and convenience, and of course, noise cancelling and transparency modes. Now, AirPods Pro hit 3 of these right on the spot. That's 10 on 10, 100%. But 2 of these are 85% and 60%. Want to guess what those are? You can definitely leave them in the comments below. It's going to increase the engagement. That's what I'm told. I'll popularize my video and bring it on your feed. Like I'm feeding on you. I didn't have to be true. Anyway, let's get back to the business. So those 2 things are 85% for the sound quality and 60% for battery life. I don't like the battery life. Let's just get that out of the way. Although I've been able to get 4.5 hours of continuous listening if I'm not engaging transparency or noise cancelling mode at all. And from the case about 16 to 18 hours, something like that. But that's the actual battery life that I've been getting. If that's more or less than claimed, I don't know. That's the actual one. I don't think that's enough. Especially because, because they come with Lightning port. They don't come with USB-C. I have no clue why Apple does that. Money. Anyway, That's all about battery life. Let's talk about the sound quality. If you're an audiophile or if you're an audio nerd, you are not going to be really impressed with the sound quality of these. The Bose are better, the Sonys are the best, and that's the benchmark. But the third are the AirPods Pro. Yes, the low end is a bit there, and it sometimes feels artificial, but not to me. I'm a bass head. I love bass. I've got a pair of Crusher wireless. But to people who are audiophiles or audio nerds, they're not going to like the low end because it just sometimes feels artificial, even to me, even though I love bass. But for the Indian audience, this is perfect because Indian audience usually likes a lot of bass. And it's not that a lot of bass, it's very comfortable, very soothing bass, but sometimes it feels artificial. More than the Sonys, which is a strange thing because Sony has been known for the low end. Although now they've clearly segregated between the XB or extra bass series and the normal ones with the 1000 XM, whatever the name is. Anyway, I think you're thinking that the sound quality in these is bad. It's not bad. It's really, really, really good, especially when you enable spatial audio. If you've got Apple Music and you enable spatial audio, it's just absolutely mesmerizing. The head tracking feature is amazing. On Netflix, you would feel the difference in the movies when you're watching something on Netflix, on your iPad or your iPhone or your MacBook. And the multi-connectivity because of the H1 chip, you look at the other device, it connects to that, it just takes your call as soon as there's a call on your phone, all at the same time. It's Apple magic. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, there's nothing that's going to give you the convenience of the AirPods Pro. Just nothing exists out there. But if you're not in the Apple ecosystem, this is probably a very, very bad idea because these are not very compatible with Android or Windows. Not all the features are available either. I actually don't have a way, if you can tell me, I don't know the way to enable noise cancelling or transparency mode when I connect them to my desktop PC. But I really like to edit videos based off these, because it's going on YouTube, so I don't require like the absolute top level for that. Yeah, definitely not for you if you're an audio engineer or something. These are not that accurate, but these are really, really good for the sound quality. Don't get me wrong on anything. I said 85%. Please don't kill me. It's already cancel season, and I'm cancelled again, I think. The rest of the three things, this just nails it. This just absolutely nails it. I can't believe these came out in 2019 and still no company has thought of things that Apple did way back then. First of all, when you have a noise cancelling pair of TWS, the first thing they create, without even turning on noise cancelling, is the pressure. And for someone like me who's claustrophobic, a lot of people I've talked to are also that way. Whenever they put something like that and you enable noise cancelling, it just feels dizzy, weird, it's not good, it's very uncomfortable, uneasy. With these, it just doesn't happen, and let me tell you why. These have this, which is a vent that Apple designed so that you don't feel that kind of pressure, and it genuinely doesn't. When you enable the transparency mode, you literally forget that you've got a pair of AirPods Pro on. That's how good it is. From that, let's transition into the noise cancelling and transparency mode on these things. The noise cancelling is by far, from what I've experienced, the best in TWS. This is a feature that does not make you feel uneasy or uncomfortable, but yet isolates you. And not in a way that you don't have friends, so don't look at me like that. But in a way that you are in your world, there's no sound leak that I noticed. Even on an airplane, and most of the low-end stuff is just gone. It's poof. I can't recreate it on this, but I'll try to do as much as I can because that's how good it is. With the transparency mode, as I said, you are literally going to forget that you even have these on because it just amplifies everything on your surroundings. You can hear everything. You can hear people talking. You can spy on them. I'm not saying I've done that in my office, but and now coming over to the build quality. These are made by Apple. I don't think I need to say anything more because just there's no match. Nothing matches this, especially the hinge and the closing satisfaction. Oh my god. But yeah, so these 5 things, it just nails it. There are certain drawbacks, obviously, with these. First of all, the price. Just because Apple has now a magnetic wireless connection, these are back to their $250 price. No, these are actually $25,000 now. They launched for $24,000 in India. And those without MagSafe were available for almost as cheap as 18,500 rupees, which is the same price as the AirPods 3rd gen. But these are 25,000 rupees, which is $330 almost. And there's not much of a discount available. You can maximum get it for 22,000 rupees, which is somewhere about, I don't know, $300 or something, which is still very, very, very expensive. You can get every pair of TWS that I've talked about in this video. Those are just 2 under the pricing of these. This case, because it's Apple, the accessories from the outside world are expensive as well. This case is more expensive than the last pair of wired earbuds that I used. Because these are Apple products, you've got to pay the premium even to the accessories makers, not just to Apple. And the third and the most irritating drawback, the Lightning port. I hate it. Considering I have an iPhone, it just, I need to carry the Lightning cable with me everywhere anyway, so it just makes sense. But I don't like the fact that I bought these and now I can't use Apple's MagSafe wireless charging pad because I've got a case on. I can't remove this case because then they're going to get dirty and they can break very easily. And if you lose one earbud, it's going to cost you a fortune and lots of other things. But still, if you're an Apple user, there's nothing else and nowhere else you should go. Everything is amazing with these. Just the overall package is perfect and there's nothing I can find a flaw in with these, even in 2022. So yes, the final answer to the question is whether these are still worth it in March 2022 when they were launched in 2019 in October, I think. To me, yes. I'm not going to wait 7 more months just because Apple is prepping up a new pair of AirPods Pro, especially because all we're hearing is that they might not have the stems. But still, I'm not even going with the rumors, and I would want you all to not do the same. If you're waiting, if you want something, you should get it, because technology is a very fast-moving market, and it's just everything is going to keep evolving and evolving and evolving. That was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you've come to this video for the first time, which is a very good possibility considering the number of subscribers I have right now, I don't really ask for your subscription. You're all grown adults who are watching this video, or maybe teenagers, and all of you know if you like something, you just, what you have.